So cut out the sound because it's fast forwarded. But yeah, this is how it went. I decided to go into orbit with a gravity turn, as opposed to the usual go up really high and then see how far sideways you can go before you you smash into Kerbin's atmosphere. So I mean, the first few times I did the tactic of launch yourself at Kerbin and miss. This time I tried to do a smart stable orbit by getting right above the periapsis, trying to do it as low as possible, and getting, as you can see there, a nice flat circular orbit that I used. So pretty much what I did is, after I broke the first stage, after I decoupled the first stage, that got me pretty high, and was pretty good, and then I just burned at 45 degrees until I got above the atmosphere, and then I made my maneuver node, and as you can see, I'm starting my orbit using the maneuver node that I made. So it's kind of like a thing where you plot out what orbit you want before you get there. It's really cool, and it's useful, like really useful. So I made myself a really circular, good orbit that I made even better, because I think it was only like 10 kilometers difference between the periapsis and the apoapsis, which is really good. It's not NASA standards, but it's really good. It's like a nice circular equatorial orbit that, if I added a whole bunch of solid rocket boosters, I could probably go to the moon. So that's exciting. But as you can see, I completely circularized my orbit. 73 to 81, only 7 kilometers difference between the periapsis and the apoapsis. But I mean, there's no point in staying in orbit forever, so I did as many science experiments as I was able to, because science is really useful in the early days, and then I deorbited. I was trying to deorbit on the light side, but I burned a little bit too much, and I missed, so the deorbit burn is not as well lit as it could have been. I don't know how to fix that, I suck at editing. Maybe I'll look it up after, but I'm not going to do it now because it's just a Kerbal Space Program video that's less than 7 minutes long. And yeah, but I turned the light on so that you guys can see it, and then as you can see, I separated the second stage from the first stage. You can kind of see it go by in the background of the screen, and we re-entered. It's really dark, but I mean, you kind of get the idea. You've seen it twice already, So I just plopped down in the middle of this field. You extend the parachute, you do all of that stuff. It's fairly simple as long as you're not doing. And then of course I jettison to the heat shield just because, the less meters per second I slap the ground at, the better. Because right now it's like what, 200 miles per hour, something like that. I don't know. Usually around the speed that you come down at, but I don't know. I did it. I got a good orbit. I left the capsule. I did all the stuff that I needed to do. It was very pug. It was nice. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Like and subscribe.